Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Oh, someone's still messaging me. Wait, let me go on my live, make sure I'm there properly. Yes, I am. Awesome. Yeah, welcome to Psychic Cafe. I've got a new outfit on today. You like my fireside picture for the thumbnail? In the breakfast room downstairs in this hotel that I'm in, they've got like this pretend fireplace. It's got like a TV screen with fire on it, and it's got sound effects and everything. So I took a fireside pic this morning. I got my coffee. I got my coffee. My coffee. Have you got your coffee? So, did you watch the daily read for today, Sunday the 15th of March? It's my daughter's birthday today. Happy birthday, Jasmine. Yeah, it's interesting because, I've been making the daily reads in advance. So, it's probably about a week and a half ago when I did the daily read for today. And it's all about us staying away from people and about knowing that we have our freedom and our freedom is inside our mind, not getting scared and stuff like that. So it's exactly what is going on for everyone at the moment, which I thought was quite interesting that I'd picked up on that. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, if you're watching the replay and you haven't seen the daily read for the 15th of March already, I'll pop a link for it up there. Go check it out and then come back here to watch this. But it's all about our freedom. So we are free. We're free in our minds. We're free to choose the thoughts that we want. We're free to not go along with the hype and the fear and the scaremongering and all of that. We're free to choose freedom within our minds. And the freedom outside of ourselves comes after that. And what I mean by that is if you're seeking freedom from things, you've got to get the freedom in your mind first, because the freedom, external freedom, whether it's time freedom, location freedom, whether you just want to be free to be able to wander around. At the moment, with all these restrictions, then that external freedom, it does come when you're already free in your mind. And so today's the day to maybe switch off the news, get off social media, stop listening to all of the hype, because that keeps you in. It doesn't keep you in this state of non-freedom, but it doesn't help. It's hard to switch off from it. It's hard to free yourself from that when you're constantly listening to it. So do yourself a favor. Switch off from it a little. And look at this. The card for the day on this app that I've got. Hey, Saskia. Is loneliness. So maybe people are isolated at the moment, of course. We're isolating ourselves. We've got loneliness. When you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. Thanks, Saskia. I got 2 new t-shirts just like this. And I got some new jeans yesterday because I'm a size smaller again. Every 3 months I'm at least one size smaller than I was before. So loneliness. I've got to watch out for that. Start enjoying our time. Hey Janice, how are you? Keep away from people. I know, it's kind of nice, isn't it? I had an incident yesterday. Have you heard that some people are getting aggressive about this whole thing? So I heard a friend told me that some people have been reported like coughing into the hands and then smearing on door handles and things like that, getting really aggressive with it. Well, there was an incident yesterday. I was going between malls in an underground passage thing, and there's one of these junky cafes, like Wendy's. It wasn't Wendy's, it was some Malaysian version of that, but it was a junk food kind of, not cafe, but a walk-up, you know what I mean. One of those walk-up serving counters at the side of malls that sell junk food, like drinks and stuff. Their staff, when we're in that walkway underneath the 2 malls, there's about 6 of them, and they were trying to give flyers out, but they were doing it really aggressively. Of course, everyone's keeping away from each other, right? Even if you go to the mall, people are keeping the distance, it makes sense, doesn't it? And so we're all walking, keeping away from each other. being as safe as possible. But they were coming right at people, and all of them did. All of them came at me, one after another, and this is in, the space of 10 meters. And so they were doing it aggressively. The first one, I shook my head at her as she was walking toward me. I'm not going to take a flyer. Like, I'm not touching things, right? So I'm shaking my head as she's coming toward me, and she keeps on coming toward me. So I stepped to the side, and she stepped in front of me, and she carried on walking toward me. So I shouted no at her. And yeah, managed to get past her into the little escalator going down, and then the rest of them tried it on too. Craziness. So I understand that they'll be quiet, there's hardly anybody out and about, but that's not the way to go about things. So just be careful out there. People are going crazy. The gym didn't open, no, they shut down for a week, they say. I don't see what that's going to do. I'm going to the hotel gym today though, because I need to work out. I can't be sedentary all of this time. Anyway, people aren't contracting it in warm countries. Have you heard that? In Thailand, there's been one taxi driver that got it there. The rest have brought it in from other places. The rest of people that got it in China or got it in Italy and came back. So it just doesn't seem to be spreading at all in hot countries, which is good news. So it's so annoying. They shut the Muay Thai gym for a week. They shut it yesterday, the day that I arrived. So I've not managed to do any training. I'm doing good, Janice. Hey, Carly. People are going crazy. Fear-mongering. There's so much fear-mongering going on. Like this is a new thing. Like it's never happened before. And really, it has. It's a common thing. So let's go deeper into the daily read. What more advice did they got apart from staying away from people? Choosing our thoughts. People are crazy. Okay, so we've got, is it true? And get what I want. So this is about that freedom mindset again. Everything is shut down. But that's not true. Universal law still applies. We can have what we want. And this is why it's so important to choose that free mindset. You're free to think your own thoughts. You're free to feel what you want to feel. As I said, it might be difficult to do that if you've got the news on and if you've got social media going. Social media is just so boring right now. Everything is turned into the coronavirus stuff. You go on Facebook, there's nothing else. It's just boring. So time to stay off that. So the thoughts that you've got, maybe you've got thoughts that you're not free at the moment, that you can't have what you want, that things are going to shut down, that the economy is going to go down, that you won't be able to work, all of these things, all of these things that the hype has been saying. So don't buy into that. You can still have what you want. Universal law still applies. The universe has always got ways to get things to us. And we are free. Remember that. We are free. Just got to keep your mind right. I like this. Abundance and make love. This is like so many chances to do what we love. So many chances to do what we love. What if? What if you're not allowed to go to work and you've got to stay at home, and instead of just watching Netflix and freaking out and watching the news and talking to your friends about toilet rolls, what if you use this to be productive? That's interesting. Maybe it's time to be productive instead of talking about toilet rolls and sharing memes about toilet paper. And yummy. Coffee's good. What else have we got? Be supportive and feel it. Oh, really? The connection's not good. It's not telling me that. Looks all right online. Be supportive and feel it. Helping people out in any way that we can. I love that I've got this You know, that my work is like this, that I can sit in my hotel room and that I can work and I can still help people and I can still, do my work. It's great. Maybe it's a day to ask yourself that. Mm, interesting. Let's have a look. What else have we got going on today? Jersey card comes out a lot. Doubt cancels abundance. Be careful not to shoot yourself in the foot today. It's the same kind of message, Be careful of your thoughts. You are free to think what you want to think. Be careful not to shut abundance out. Be careful not to shut abundance out. This should just be me using this Wi-Fi. There's a race going on, maybe a fun run going on this morning, down there on the street. Must be a fun run because there's some people running, there's some people riding bikes, some people on rollerblades, some on scooters. So be careful not to cancel your abundance today. Yeah, the connection's not good. Yeah, it looks like it's breaking up all the time now. Maybe it'll be okay. So, the fear and the hype and all of that, people can start doing doomsday stuff, in your mind, like, oh, that's it. I'm not going to be able to earn money. The economy is going to go bad. All of that. Don't do that to yourself. It doesn't need to be true at all. I'm not sure what the jealousy thing is about. Maybe that's if you're doing okay and everyone else is freaking out, don't make that mean that you should be freaking out too. I've seen a bit about that on Facebook. People getting angry that some people are okay, some people aren't worried. So they're actually getting angry with people that are cool about this. And that's not cool, Fear mongering, saying that their fear mongering is right and everyone that's not into the fear hype is wrong. It's not good. Okay, let's do some readings for you guys. I'm going to pick my cards out. Needless to say, I didn't have any romance yesterday, like my cards say. Sometimes my personal cards are just way off. My personal cards are Own My Idea and Allow. Of course, I've still got the half price sale today. Biggest block readings. If you haven't had one already, get one. 60 Australian dollars, which is 40 US dollars. It's the cheapest I have been for many, many years. So jump on that. Biggest block readings. The link is, everyone's hiding out in their homes. Stores are out of everything that's needed. Yeah, it's bad in America, isn't it? It's not here. There's not very many cases at all here. Let me just get you that link, the biggest plot reading. Here it is. Half price. Woohoo! There you go. And my cards, I've got Knowing and Mystery. So it's really interesting because I'm switching passports while I'm here, switching from my UK passport to my Australian passport, and then going back into Thailand on a new visa on my Australian passport. And just as Thailand is saying they're not so sure about letting UK people in because of course, in cold countries, it's like the flu. It really takes hold of people in cold countries or in winter, that kind of thing. So everyone's hiding out. Mm-hmm. Right, who wants a reading? Let's see. Janice is up first. Janice? I don't like looking down at my laptop, but there really is no other way to work in this room. Janice is up first and then Mel will be next. And if any of you would like a reading, just pop up a message saying me, please. Janice, there's a risk move forward. Um, don't put things on hold. Don't wait for conditions to be perfect first. Actually go for it. Take that risk. Take action anyway. Remember, you're free to do what you want to do. Don't hold back for any reason. Don't put your life on hold. Also, Janice, you've got to refocus and get support. This is allowing other people to help you. I'm picking up this vibe from you and from this that kind of, not kind of aggressive, but kind of, they won't help me and they won't help me. You've got this justification of not being supported in your energy. You don't want to do that. You want to be open to getting support. So open your heart up, let people support you. Tell a different story about that. Refocus yourself on getting support. Mel's up next. Mel, what's going on for you? Yep, it's about your thoughts, Mel. Similar to the daily read, going within, watching your thoughts, the ones that are undermining you. Maybe you're letting some of that fear in. Maybe you're letting your predominant thoughts be fearful thoughts. So spend some time maybe in meditation to notice where your mind is going, because it's not helping you. If you think of your thoughts as like shopping list from the universe, often we think things that we don't want to order from the universe. Taking it one step at a time too. Maybe Mel, you've got people around you that are fear-mongering, that kind of thing, and it's affecting your thoughts. And this is saying just take it one step at a time, one person at a time, one sentence at a time. If they come at you with something, distance yourself from it, move away from it. It's a very important time to keep your mind, your mind clear, choosing your own thoughts. Is the list still open? List? What list? Carolee's up next. Carolee. Welcome, Deja, by the way. I finished my coffee, it's going cold. Carolee, what have you got? Respect me. Beginning. Change is forced upon you, Carolee, for good reason. You're welcome, Mel. Okay, that's my coffee. And there's no bedside table either. I have to use the floor as furniture. It's crazy, this room. Usually they're really good. Carolee, respect a new beginning. You're being given chance for a new beginning. Self-love and encouragement. Of course, the self-love has been coming up over and over again, especially when we've got to spend time alone. It's like the perfect time to do what we love, as the daily card said, and to be loving ourselves too. We can really use this time to spend it on ourselves, to do the best for ourselves. It's a really good time to look after ourselves as best we can. Encourage ourselves. So if you think of, like, if you've been given time off or something, use that time wisely to be really productive. It's like, I'm just feeling like for you especially, Carolee, this is a gift of a new beginning that you've been given. Yeah, a gift of a new beginning, and respect that. Don't rail against it. It's like people could have been asking for a holiday or something, and then they can't go to work, and then they could be like railing against it and be complaining about it when they don't realize that they've got the wishes came true. They got what they asked for, but people get into a complaining mindset, especially because of the hype. If you're listening to the news and all of that, you'll be thinking, "Oh, this is terrible," when it's not. Hey, it's not terrible. Staying at home, it's great. Saska, What's up next? Saska, what do you think of your biggest block reading? Saska had the biggest block reading yesterday. Quite a few people did. Thanks everyone for your orders. Still doing them, still half price. Here's the link. 60 Australian dollars, which is about 40 US dollars. So it's the cheapest I've been for many, many years. Maybe like 7 or 8 years or something. Let's see. Saska, this moment connection. Oh, you haven't had a chance to read it yet. This moment connection, the people that you're connecting with in this moment, being in the moment. I'm feeling like you've got a pull going on. You know when you attract people. I don't know, I do this, I've got this calmness about me, everyone tells me. I've got this calmness about me, so sometimes I'll attract people that are panicking and I calm them down. I've been in lots of situations where people have been really fearful and they've come to me because I've got this calming influence. I'm feeling the same kind of thing. Your connections, Saska, you're attracting people. You're attracting people that you can help just with your presence. And you've got this listen card, so just listen to them. It's like you don't need to fix it, you can just listen to them. You've got a calming energy about you. This forgive self, this is about not fixing, this is about not trying to sort everything out for people. It's enough to calm them down just with your presence. You don't need to go above and beyond that. So maybe this is like this forgive self card, it's about codependency, and this is saying this is what you can do right now. Forget about the codependent stuff, trying to fix everything for everyone. You're enough as you are. Recognize it, Saska. You're enough as you are. Your presence. Deja. Am I saying that right? Yeah, you're always doing it, sometimes overwhelmed. That's because you're trying to go above and beyond, Saska. Let it be okay that you just calm people down by being there, listening to them. It's all you need to do. You don't need to come back with a solution. Deja! Don't judge people, Deja. Just love them where they're at. Why? Yeah, best to focus on yourself at the moment. So Deja, another one that's trying to help people too much or thinking of them too much. Get focused on yourself, relax. Use this time for yourself. Because I don't think there's else's judgment, of course. If we're trying to fix other people's problems, what we're really doing is judging them. Unless they've come up to us with a problem. Generally, we're looking at them thinking, you've got a problem, and that is judgment, isn't it? And so just love other people where they're at. Let them be where they are. Focus on yourself, Deja. Relax. Love yourself. Spend some time on yourself, guided meditations, that kind of thing. Saifon. Am I saying that right? Moffat. I used to work with a guy whose surname was Moffat. Saifon, love reading. Ooh. Yeah, Saifon, now's not the time to move forward with relationships. Keep to yourself for now, because I'm feeling like this trust myself card, it's like you're likely to get into a relationship and give yourself away, join them on the ride of their life instead of being yourself and continuing on your path. And so you give too much of yourself away in relationships. So now's not the time to be moving ahead with relationships because you've had this pattern going on. But there's a past relationship, or one that's going on at the moment that should be a past relationship, where there needs to be gentler communication going on. Is there a battle going on? A gentler kind of communication going. You still need to be firm, but gentler, more gentle. I don't know. I think I'm not really picking up that it's you. Oops. But it might be them being kind of aggressive, and then you coming back at them with the same energy. Anyway, none of it's good because this is what's going on in your love life right now. be still, keep quiet. Now is not the time for relationships and stuff. You need to learn to trust yourself. You need to get in your own energy. This time it's all about you. Get focused on yourself. Start doing things for yourself. Don't pay any mind to other people. Your ex-husband, yeah, pretty aggressive energy. Probably blames you by the feel of it. What can you do, hey? Obviously, it's right that you've broken up, because I was picking up on that strongly, is that if it is a current relationship, it should be a past relationship. Oh, Emma. Emma's up next. So many new people. Thanks for coming along. Click like and subscribe to my channel too. I do this almost every day. Find me on Facebook. Cool, Emma. I do this almost every day. I'm traveling at the moment. I'm in Kuala Lumpur, which is why I'm sat on a bed in the hotel room. So I won't be on tomorrow morning because I've got to go to the Thai consulate tomorrow morning, but I will be on the day after, and the morning after that I will be off to the airport, so I won't be on Wednesday morning. Emma, your higher self says you're on track. Take the risk. You're on track to what you want, but there's a risk to be taken to move forward on that. Some action to be taken that you're fearful of because you're not sure whether to jump in with both feet. This feels like a work thing, Emma, rather than a relationship thing. It's like you've decided you want to do something, but it's requiring you to jump in with both feet. I mean, by that, it might be something like it requires you to give up the job that you're in to move into a new one, to go for it. And that feels risky to you. What's going on here? Oh, okay. There's some mixed up energies here. So, oops, you've got part of yourself that is kind of determined, knowing what you want, and you're on track to that. You are. Okay, in your career. And there's a part of your energy that is still kind of in victim mode. Maybe you were doing what other people wanted you to do, and now you've woken up and you're kind of putting it on them, but it wasn't them that went along with that. It was you that went along with it. They were just giving their opinion. It was you that took that on and went along with it. So you've got to clear that up first before you can move on. But this risk that you've got, it does feel like getting out of what you're in at the moment. That seems risky. It seems like you should wait until you've got the next thing lined up. But the universe loves a vacuum, it fills up a space. When you make space in your life, it's like you don't wait to finish, hopefully, you don't wait to end a relationship until somebody new's come along. You finish the relationship, you have some space, and then you get into a new one. Well, that's just the way the world works, and it's the same with work too. You can quit your job and make that space and then let the new career in, even if you don't know. Even if you don't know what work you want to get into. You take that leap, you jump in with both feet because you're ready for something. Then the universe brings you something new. Puts it right in front of you. So you've been asked to take this leap of faith, Anna. I know you want to know what it is that you're heading toward, but you've been asked to take a leap of faith instead. Your higher self has got you, Yeah, it's got you. Something will show. Something will show. Your higher self will always look after you, so something will turn up. Interesting. So yeah, everybody, I've got a half price sale on right now. My biggest block readings are half price on behealing.com, or this link right here. And they're 3 pages long, and it goes into what your biggest resistance is and how to release that. And so amazing value being half price, 60 Australian dollars, which is 40 US dollars about, which is the cheapest I've been for many, many years. So So Anna, I'm getting that something new will come along. Like something new will come along. You will be looked after. Something new will come along. I mean, I've experienced this myself. I'm courageous. I quit my corporate job 20 years ago. I've been working for myself ever since. But things show up. Things just show up. When you're open and ready. Mm. I mean, I wouldn't leap into it. I'm not saying like quit it now, leap into it right now. This is your higher self planting the seeds, you know. It's it's helping you to get aligned with what it is that you want next. Saska's looking forward to the biggest block reading, which I did yesterday. Yeah, so if anyone's interested in getting a private reading from me, full reading, then jump on that half price deal today because it's going to end today. Mm. Yeah, you don't want to rush it. Digest it slowly. Yep. I hear you, Saska. I haven't done mine yet. I usually, when I'm doing these special offers and stuff, I usually do one for myself too. Does anyone else want a reading? Anyone else there? So we've got really interesting energies today. You love my readings, are always spot on. Thank you, Saska. I love doing them, and they're also very different. Right, you know, I don't know how many block readings that I did yesterday. They were all very different and surprising too, because a lot of the people I was reading for, I've read for before. You know, it's like people that come in here, and sometimes I think I know what might come up, and it's not. It's always completely different. The question, Saska, what's up? What do you want to know? So today I'm going to go to the hotel gym because I really need to work out. I need to get my body moving again. And I don't know, I might do some more shopping. As soon as it's nice and quiet here, it's great. It's so bizarre. It's like go down the street. It's like if you've ever been to Kuala Lumpur, it's a huge city and it's usually really busy. Like people, like any city, you know, any capital city, anywhere, people everywhere. It's not like that at the moment. There's hardly anybody on the streets, hardly any cars. It's bizarre. Would you ever consider giving half price on your metabolism thingy? Can't afford it at the moment. Would love to one day. Sounds awesome. No, probably not. I was thinking like putting it into an automatic program with videos, but it'll still be the same price. It's pretty cheap as it stands. Um, how did I get into this work, Emma? Um, I had an abusive childhood, and in order to survive, I used to go within, kind of shut down, go within, and I would speak to what I considered were my angels at that time, and so it just kind of helped me through what I was going through. Now, as I got older, like as a teenager, what I noticed was when other people would ask questions, things like, "Why did this happen to me?" That kind of stuff. I would also hear their stuff too, and so I started passing on other people's messages. So I did that, and all through my 20s, I did that, helping people out in that way, not admitting to it, you know, not telling them what it was that I was doing, but just passing on the messages. Then at the end of my 20s, I quit my corporate job, um, knew I wanted a change in life, moved to Australia, and yeah, set up my business. And it was doing other therapies first, but I was still doing my readings like without admitting to it. And then I ended up working at a place, renting a treatment room for this other modality that I was doing, with a lot of readers there. And they, you know, when we were quiet, we'd do readings for each other, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, your readings are incredible. Why aren't you doing this?" I'm like, "Well, I kind of am, but I'm not admitting it." And so then I did start doing it and admitting it, and then of course my business went, especially when I went online. That's how I got into it. So I've been doing it for a very long time now, 20 years. 20 years. Oh my God, I'm on. Are you there because you don't have a visa in Thailand anymore? Yeah. So yeah, my last visa ran out on the 14th yesterday. So I left on the 13th. I'm going to the Thai consulate tomorrow morning to get a new visa from them. So this is why I'm in Kuala Lumpur every 3 months to get new visas. Payment plans. Yes, I've got a payment plan for it, Saska. Yeah. Yeah, just have a look on behuman.com. There is a payment plan. Um, yeah, I think 3 payments. I can't remember now, but yeah, there's details about the payment plan that's on there and on behealing.com. And of course, once I do record the videos for that metabolism mastery stuff, which if anyone wonders what the hell I'm going on about, it's about weight loss, but it's not just about weight loss, it's about eating for health. About a year and a half ago, training a lot, Muay Thai, and recognized that my body was asking for different nutrition. So to support recovery, to support the daily workouts that I'm doing. And so I started researching eating for athletics because I'm training like a professional athlete. And yeah, I learned all of this stuff. Like I spent months and months and months like learning all about it, and dropped all my excess weight once I started applying all the stuff that I'd learned. And it wasn't much. It was I only had like 10 to 12 kilos that I'd like carried since my early 20s. And yeah, and then of course people ask, wow, what is it you're doing? And so I started teaching people. And it's not about any particular diet. You can eat what you want, really, within reason. But you know, it's not like it's not. I'm not saying like eat vegan or eat carnivore or anything like that. It's about how the body works and how the metabolism actually works, and so you can use it with any food choices. It just teaches you how the body processes. It's the bare essentials so that you've got a complete understanding about it. Um, about how the body lays down fat, how it uses it up. It's, as I said, it's not just about weight loss, it's about complete health, because you do this stuff, it doesn't just get rid of your fat, cause you to be lean. It's sorts out a lot of negative health factors as well that goes along with that. So, good stuff. I feel like I want to get into the industry, but my husband says the energy thing online is really fake. It's technology. Oh, really? It works really well for me. I used to have a shop doing readings face to face. The trouble with that is I can, like I just said, with the biggest block readings I did yesterday, even though I'm like reading for people that I haven't met in person, the people that I've got to know because they've been getting a lot of readings coming in here and stuff like that. And there's an expectation, my ego will get involved. My ego, but me will get involved in it, thinking that I know what's going to come up. And that's even worse face to face with somebody, because I can get a message through and look at them and think that can't be right. They don't look like that kind of person at all, right? And so when I shifted to online, it's purely channeled. There's none of me in it. It's purely channeled, and so that's so much more powerful, which was why it worked so well for me online. Saskia, are you glad you did what you did and here for us all? Yeah, me too. The best thing that happened to me this year. Oh, cool. And last year. I love waking up and starting my day to your daily reads and these psychic readings. I do the same. I wake up and watch my daily read. It's like I can watch my own stuff. It's like I can be my own customer too. It's great. It's like, because it's channeled, it's like someone else is saying it to me. Or maybe Emma. Get a full reading, Emma, and I can go into it properly. Saskia, I really want to do it. Not to lose weight, but to learn the right stuff about the whole body. Yeah, and a lot of people are skinny fat too, and so this teaches you how to have like the right body. It's about body composition really, which is it's less about exercise than you think. In fact, it's hardly about exercise at all. But it's really important. You see so many skinny fat people. I used to have. This was what way back in my 20s. I've always been into fitness. I used to have one of those fat things, the measure your fat composition on water, weight, and stuff like that. But put your settings in it, and then you'd hold these two things out in front of you, and it would say what our fat percentage was. So I used to take it into work on a Friday, go around the office and get everyone's fat measurements done. And the most obese person in there was the skinny chick. The skinny chick, she was tiny framed and she was kind of skinny, but she was skinny fat. Because when people are small, they think that they don't need to exercise or they don't need to watch what they eat and stuff. And they can tend to have a lot of fat around their internal organs. They've got no skin tone because, and she was actually obese. And she and everyone else was saying, that can't be right. I'm like, well, do you exercise and how do you eat? And she admitted to all of this, because she didn't need to because she's small. And it's like, nah, you're at risk. Girl, you're at risk. You might be small, but you're not thin. I mean, you're not slim, you're not lean, you haven't got good body composition. Yeah, different kind of readings, Emma. Check them out on behealing.com. Yeah, my guidance reading is the normal reading that I do, like the most common reading that I do. And on my guidance reading, you can choose this sections: general, love, work, money, and health. And you can choose any combination of those. And so my readings are 3 pages long. If you double it, you get about 7 pages, so it's a little bit more than double. So they're my main readings. But yeah, check out behealing.com. I haven't got my visa yet. Going to apply for it tomorrow, and then I'll be picking it up on Tuesday, and then I'll be going back to Thailand on Wednesday. Thanks, Saskia. Yeah, I love doing readings. Oh, it's so good. The stuff, I couldn't make it up. The stuff that comes out in it blows my mind sometimes. The wisdom that comes out of me. Of course, it's not from me. Yeah. I'll put the link in for those guidance readings. Well, I'll put the link in for all of my readings. Here you go. Most of the readings are on that page. But yeah, I've got a half price sale at the moment, so if you want to try out my readings or see what they're like, then go for the biggest blocks. So blocks are about what your biggest resistance, like what's your biggest hurdle at the moment, inner stuff. Let's get over. Tawanda, how are you? How's it going? Hope all well. Got the blessing. The universe is full of surprises and ways. Tawanda. What's going on with you, Tawanda? Good things by the sounds of it. Do you want a reading, Tawanda? Would you have to book a different room there? Would they keep your old one? Oh, in Thailand? No, I'll keep my old one. Yeah, I pay by the month. Stuff's there. I just keep it. I don't move out when I come here. It's just like a normal home. But I live in a resort. It'd be nice if I got the same room here, like the last. Although I like this one. I'm higher up. I'm on floor 38 now, and it's much quieter. I sleep better. I've been on like floor 32 and 33. It's quite a lot of noise, road noise, all through the night, and so. Living right along, all as well. What's next? Yeah. I was watching in the breakfast room yesterday. I was watching, the Petronius Twin Towers that are here in Kuala Lumpur. They're half a kilometre high. I've never been up. That's the mall that I go to. But I've never been up. And this is like tiny in comparison. This hotel. Tawanda. You're appreciated as a friend. This is about not doing too much for your friends, kind of thing. You're appreciated just for your presence. So if you've been trying to go over and above to help people, to help friends out, you don't need to do that so much. Just be there. Because your love energy is enough. You got this in the biggest block reading. Somebody yesterday got this about thinking that they needed to do more for people. No, I can't remember. But yeah, you're appreciated as a friend just for who you are. So sometimes we can get into friendships and we want to help those people out and do lots of stuff for them. But then when we think about like our closest friendships, we just hang out with them, and just hanging out with them is enough, right? Our presence. They love us for who we are, just our presence. And we can forget about that and then think that new friends want something from us and that we need to do more for them, sort the stuff out, help them in some way. So just be careful of that. Just like believe in yourself, your love, like your personality, who you are. You know? You're appreciated for who you are, Tawanda. You're doing bad. It's a spectrum, isn't it? Especially when we've been in like codependent kind of patterns. We've got to teach ourselves to get out of that, don't we? There's so much of it going around. Like I used to be so codependent, and I probably still am a bit too. You know, it's a spectrum. We've got to wean ourselves off it. And notice when we get back, you know, when we start doing it again. It's like, whoa, I'm trying to help them. Back off, Claire. Back off. Of course, I do it with my work, and that's been another trip as well because I do it in my work. And separating work out from private life. I've got that now. I can do that. Not, you know, not trying to make friends into customers. I used to do that. Oh God, people running a mile from me. What else did I do? I used to, with customers. Oh my goodness, I used to try and I wasn't enough. I didn't think I was enough. Like just giving them a reading. It's like if I hadn't sorted their life out completely, it wasn't enough. Oh my God. I used to do way too much. I used to not be able to let go of it. Like I'd do a reading for somebody and then I'd be like emailing them a few days later. Are you all right now? What's going on? Driving myself crazy. Carolee, my phone decided to boot me out and I just got back on. Oh no, you got kicked out. Did you get your reading, Carolee? Did I do one for you? I don't think I did. Did you get your reading, Carolee? Does anyone else remember? Did I do Carolee's or not? Being yourself is enough, Tawanda. Let's all tell ourselves that. Okay, I don't think I did it, Carolee. I don't remember. I don't know. It's not particularly memorable for me anyway, doing readings, because I do that many of them. Carolee, let's give you another one anyway. Have a good time. Go for it. Ooh, look at this. Love and freedom. Like, yeah, new beginnings kind of energy with this. Like being given a gift of a new beginning. It sounds familiar. Maybe I did do yours already. But maybe you could like decide on having a good time, doing what you love, being free, and then go for that. Like maybe the circumstances right now are open for that. I think I did do your reading. This energy feels really familiar. You can have a good time and go for it. Like you're at the start line kind of thing. You know, drawing a line in the sand, thinking, okay, from this point forward, I'm going to do well. I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to be free and all of that. You can make that decision today and go for it, Caroline. It's really good energy. And you know, this is probably what all of this is about, you know. It's a big shake up in the world at the moment, slowing some people down, a wake up call for some people about how they haven't been looking after themselves and keeping themselves healthy, leaving themselves open and vulnerable. Some people, it's giving them that break from the grind so that they can get on track with themselves. I guess some people are going to get the scary wake up call of the fear mongering and all of that, or just get sucked into that and become a part of it. But yeah, I think there's many, many gifts to be had right now for all of us in this. Okay. Thank you for clicking like on this, everybody. Can you click like on it? That helps other people get to see it. YouTube shows people my videos. The more you click like and the more you comment on it and stuff. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here as well. I do like daily reads, weekly reads for each star sign, and other stuff as well, full moon, new moon stuff, all kinds of things. And of course, now I'm going to be having a half price reading sale every weekend. So it's going to be a different reading each weekend that's in the half price sale. I'm loving it. It's working really well. It's really nice doing a lot of readings for new people and stuff at the weekends. It's so cool. Yeah, there's always something good that comes out. You're welcome, Carolee. Thanks everyone for coming along. Have an awesome day. And remember, choose your freedom, choose your thoughts wisely. Love yourselves through all of the pandemonium that's going on. And I won't see you tomorrow, the day after that. Bye. Don't forget about the sale.